this is a question regarding the features of equatorial forest, right? So there will be questions like regarding the features of some certain biomes or some certain forest types of forest. Now the question is like this: which of the following is our unique characteristics of equatorial forest? So here they are asking about the equatorial forest characteristics. Now first statement, it has a heavy rainy season and are found in the warm and humid areas. Then second statement, the coexistence of a large number of species. Then third, regeneration of a tree cover is difficult when it is cleared. Then fourth one, it extends between 10 degree north and 10 degree south latitude. So these are the four statements they have given with regards to the equatorial forest. Okay, so now let us discuss about the major features regarding equatorial forest. So equatorial forest is also called as tropical evergreen forest or tropical evergreen rainforest because it is seen in the tropical region. Okay, so tropical evergreen rainforest or equatorial forest, it is found in between 10 to 10 north south latitude. Obviously we know that tropical forest is lying in between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, right? That means 23 point north to south latitude we are having tropical forest, and those forests which is lying in between 10 to 10 north to south latitude is known as equatorial forest or tropical evergreen rainforest. Okay. Now these forests are found in warm and humid areas. That means they are in the tropical region. That's why it is warm, and humid means they are having more than 200 centimeter rainfall. This equatorial forest is getting more than 200 centimeter rainfall. That's why it is also humid areas. So the main character of this equatorial forest is found in nearest to equator. That's why it is having the name equatorial forest. That's why they are having the warm climate. Okay, and they are getting more than 200 centimeter rainfall. That's why they are having humid areas also. So they are having a heavy rainy season, and the annual precipitation is about 200 centimeter, and the average temperature is about 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. That's why they are having warm and humid areas. And normally it extends between 10 to 10 north to south latitude. While covering less than 6% of Earth's land surface, these rainforests are home to more than 50% of the world's plant and animal species. So that's an important point regarding equatorial forest. Okay, it is hosting more than 50% of the world's plant and animals. So one of the main points regarding this evergreen forest is there is no definite time for trees to shed their leaf. Okay, so they are appearing green all the year round. So in regarding the deciduous forest, they will shed all of their leaves at a time. Okay, in a period of time. So that's why in certain season this deciduous forest will be having leaves, and some certain times it won't be having any leaves, right? So that's the difference between equatorial forest and deciduous forest. Okay, or evergreen forest and deciduous forest. So evergreen forest will be having evergreen throughout the year, and equatorial and deciduous forest won't be having leaves throughout the year. So there is no definite time for trees to shed their leaves. Deciduous trees, they will shed their leaves seasonally, but in the case of equatorial forest there is no such time period. Now an important point regarding equatorial forest is, we said that equatorial forest is having above 200 centimeter rainfall. They are heavy rain regions, right? So where the heavy rain is there, the leaching will be more there. You know what is leaching? Leaching means dissolving of nutrients to the water, right? Dissolving of soil nutrients to the water is known as what? Leaching, and it will be carried away from the soil to the nearest water body, right? So that process is known as leaching. So because this rainforest is having more than 200 centimeter rainfall, that much rainfall is there, so leaching will be heavy in equatorial forest, and that will leads to less nutrient soil there. Okay, so that's why equatorial forest will be having less nutrient rich soil than that of the deciduous forest. Deciduous forest, they are having less amount of rainfall, that's why there will be less leaching in deciduous forest. So deciduous forest soil will be having nutrients enriched than that of the equatorial forest. Okay, so that's one of the main point regarding equatorial forest. So the topsoil of tropical rainforest is heavily leached due to the rain and so poor in nutrients. Due to this, regeneration of the tree cover is difficult when it is cleared, because the nutrients is less there. So because of this poor nutrients, okay, rainforest trees have very shallow roots to get more nutrients, and they are having buttressed trunk to support. So this soil is having less amount of nutrients, but even though that, these trees require nutrients for their survival, right? So they have to absorb nutrients. So they will be having shallow roots and buttressed trunk in order to get more nutrients from their nearby. So they will be spreading their roots like the shallow root system. And another main point regarding tropical forest is they are well stratified. Equatorial forest or tropical evergreen forest are well stratified. If you look at that equatorial forest, you will be seeing that they are having well layer like structures. Okay, around 5 layers is there. 3 tree layer will be there, tall tree layer, medium tree layer, and small tree layer will be there. And after that, you will be having a bush layer, okay, or shrub layer, and after that, the 5th one will be ground layer. So like that, there are 5 layers in equatorial forest. That's why we are saying that it is well stratified, and they are having a multi-layered continuous canopy. So equatorial forest is also having continuous canopy, okay, and growing in 5 layers. So this stratification results from the competition between species for favorable location for the sunlight. So you might be seen that some coconut trees will be bending over in order to get the sunlight, right? So these green plants, they are in the competition for getting sunlight. So that's why they will be having well stratification. So those plants which is having high growth, they will be getting more height. So this stratification results from the competition between species for getting the sunlight. So this tropical evergreen rainforest biome accounts for the largest number of plant species. So tropical forest is having the largest number of plant species. So these are the main points regarding equatorial forest. Okay, now coming to the question again. First statement, it has heavy rainy season and are found in warm and humid areas. So that's the correct statement because it is having more than 200 cm rainfall as well as 20 to 25 degree temperature. So that's why first statement is correct. So we eliminated B. Then second statement, coexistence of large number of species. Obviously that's also correct. We discussed that equatorial forest is having largest amount of plant species. Also we discussed that equatorial forest is hosting more than 50% of species of animals and plants. Okay, so that's why it is having coexistence of large number of species. So that's also correct statement. So we eliminated C. Then third statement, regeneration of this tree cover is difficult when it is cleared. So that's also correct because we know that nutrients of the equatorial forest is less. So the soil of equatorial forest is having less nutrients. That's why regeneration of the tree cover will be difficult when it is cleared. Okay, so that's why third statement is also correct. Then fourth one, it extends between 10 to 10 north-south latitude. That also we discussed, right? So here the answer is D. All these 4 statements are correct regarding the equatorial forest.